Hello, and welcome to History Hype Hub, folks. We are here to share some knowledge with you all, so grab a snack, get comfy, and let's dive into some history together. Pakistan. United with India or better off? What if Pakistan was still part of India? Imagine a world where the 1947 partition never happened, where the map of South Asia tells a different story, a story of unity rather than division. Imagine the cultural mosaic, the festivals of Eid and Diwali celebrated with equal enthusiasm across Lahore and Lucknow, the shared love for cricket leading to the world's most formidable team, and a united front in technology, education, and economy. What would have become of the jewel in the crown if it remained a single entity? Would the combined strengths of diverse cultures have propelled it to greater heights? Or would the tensions have simmered, leading to a different type of fragmentation? Today, we delve into a scenario that tugs at the threads of history, culture, and identity, exploring a what-if that could have drastically altered the course of billions of lives and the fate of two nations. Join us as we unravel this intriguing what-if. This is more than a story of borders. It's a tale of hearts, homes, and hope. Pakistan united with India, better off or not? Let's uncover it together. The history of partition. India and Pakistan are two nations rich in culture, history, and tradition, yet divided by borders drawn more than 7 decades ago. But what if this wasn't the case? What if the subcontinent had remained whole, undivided by the partition of 1947? Our story begins in an era of empires and colonies. India, a land of ancient civilizations and rich diversity, found itself under British rule, a period that would last nearly 2 centuries. In the melting pot of religions, cultures, and ideologies, seeds were sown for a future that would reshape the entire region. The British Raj, as it came to be known, was not just a political regime, but a complex web of power dynamics, cultural exchanges, and resistance movements. It was a time when the seeds of nationalism were sown in the Indian soil, seeds that would eventually grow into a formidable force for independence. Mahatma Gandhi, with his philosophy of nonviolent resistance, Jawaharlal Nehru, with his vision of a secular India, and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, whose aspirations for the Muslim community would lead to a defining historical moment. As the call for freedom grew louder, so did the complexities of a diverse nation. Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and others, each with their unique identities and aspirations, were united in their desire for freedom, but divided in their vision of the future. This period saw the emergence of the two-nation theory, championed by Jinnah and the Muslim League. They believed that Muslims and Hindus were distinct nations with unbridgeable differences, each deserving of their sovereign state. Tensions were rising, and the road to freedom wasn't easy. Events like Direct Action Day saw unprecedented communal violence. The British, now keen to leave, proposed a plan: the partition of India, a decision that would carve out a new Muslim-majority nation, Pakistan. 1947 was the year when lines were drawn on the map by a British lawyer, Cyril Radcliffe, who had never set foot in India before. In just weeks, the Indian subcontinent was divided, triggering one of the largest mass migrations in human history. The Indian subcontinent gained independence from British rule, but at a monumental cost: its partition into 2 separate entities, India and Pakistan. Fast forward to today, and we see 2 nations that have walked different paths, each marked by triumphs and struggles. But amidst this reality, a question lingers in the air, a question of what if. What if Pakistan was still part of India? Imagine for a moment a world where this division never occurred, a world where the map of South Asia tells a story of unity, not separation. What would this mean for the people, the culture, the politics, and the global standing of this united entity? Is Pakistan better united with India or better off independent? Stick around to find out more. Conflicts for power. With the dawn of independence came the immense challenge of governance. 2 nations born out of a turbulent partition now embarked on their separate journeys, each grappling with the complexities of building a new state amid the embers of communal strife. In India, the Congress Party led by Jawaharlal Nehru set out to build a secular, democratic nation. Nehru's vision was one of unity and diversity, steering a course through the challenges of integrating princely states and managing religious and cultural pluralism. In contrast, under Muhammad Ali Jinnah's leadership, Pakistan faced its own challenges. As a new Muslim-majority nation, it grappled with defining its Islamic identity while addressing regional disparities and political upheaval. One of the most enduring and complex issues born out of partition is the Kashmir conflict. A princely state with a Muslim-majority population ruled by a Hindu king, Kashmir became a flashpoint of contention between India and Pakistan, sparking wars and ongoing tensions. While India charted a path of democratic governance, Pakistan's political landscape took a different turn. Military coups reshaped its governance, with leaders like General Ayub Khan and later General Zia-ul-Haq altering the course of Pakistan's political history. National damages as a result of partition. The early years of India and Pakistan were marked by a quest for identity, stability, and governance. Power struggles, both internal and external, shaped their narratives that continue to evolve to this day. The human cost was staggering. An estimated 15 million people were displaced. Hindus and Sikhs headed towards India and Muslims towards Pakistan. This mass migration was marred by horrific violence, with estimates of up to 2 million lives lost in the ensuing chaos. Beyond the human tragedy, the partition also had profound economic implications. The division of assets, resources, and infrastructure posed immense challenges. The once unified railway system, road networks, and administrative machinery were now split, affecting trade, transport, and governance. The psychological toll was equally profound. Families were torn apart, communities were divided, and a legacy of mistrust and trauma was sown among Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs. The social fabric of the region was forever altered. For minority communities in both India and Pakistan, the partition brought a different set of challenges. Sikhs and Hindus in Pakistan and Muslims in India often found themselves marginalized, struggling to find their place in new national narratives. The geopolitical shocks of partition have resonated for decades. The creation of Pakistan and later Bangladesh in 1971 redefined the region's political landscape. Ongoing conflicts, notably over Kashmir and the nuclearization of India and Pakistan, have kept South Asian stability on a knife's edge. Corruption and economic aspects. In the decades following the partition, India and Pakistan embarked on their respective economic journeys. These paths, while unique in their trajectories, were often intertwined with challenges of governance, corruption, and economic strategies. Stark contrasts mark the economic landscapes of India and Pakistan in the wake of partition. India, inheriting a larger industrial base, adopted a socialist-inspired economic model, focusing on state-led development. Pakistan, with a smaller economy, faced the daunting task of building its infrastructure from the ground up. As both nations strived for development, corruption emerged as a significant challenge. In India, the bureaucratic red tape and license Raj system fostered a culture of corruption and inefficiency. In Pakistan, political instability and successive military regimes created an environment where corruption flourished in different forms. In a bold move in the early 1990s, India liberalized its economy. This shift marked a departure from strict regulation and protectionism to a more open and market-driven economy, spurring growth, innovation, and a significant poverty reduction. Pakistan's economic journey, meanwhile, was fraught with challenges. Despite periods of growth, political instability and regional conflicts impeded sustainable economic progress. Efforts were made to liberalize the economy and attract foreign investment, but the results were often mixed. The shadow of corruption, however, loomed large over both countries. It not only hindered economic growth, but also eroded public trust in institutions. Efforts to combat corruption and promote transparency have been ongoing, with varying degrees of success. What if partition never happened? Imagine a world where the partition of 1947 never occurred, a single vast nation stretching from the Himalayas to the Arabian Sea, a melting pot of diverse cultures, languages, and religions. The challenges of governing such a colossal and diverse entity are immense in today's reality. How would this united nation navigate the complex interplay of Hindu and Muslim entities? What political structures could possibly accommodate the vast array of ethnicities, cultures, and beliefs? Perhaps a more expansive and intricate federal system than any existing model would have emerged, allowing for substantial regional autonomy while maintaining national unity. Or maybe a unique form of governance, blending the subcontinent's diverse administrative and legal traditions. Economically, the combined might of a united India-Pakistan is tantalizing. The pooling of resources, human capital, and markets could have propelled this mega nation into a global economic powerhouse. Industries like textiles, technology, and agriculture, benefiting from shared expertise and innovation, might have redefined the global economic landscape. Culturally, the fusion of music, art, literature, and culinary traditions could have created a rich culture unparalleled in its diversity. On the international stage, this united nation would wield considerable influence. With a vast population and strong military, it might play a pivotal role in global affairs, perhaps even as a deterrent to conflict in the region. The dynamics of the Cold War, relations with China, and involvement in global organizations could have taken a very different turn. Yet the questions of religious and cultural coexistence remains. Would this be a story of harmonious integration or of persistent strife and tension? Let's return to the current reality, a world where India and Pakistan are two distinct sovereign nations, and let's reflect on why their independence is in Pakistan's best interest. Pakistan, a nation born out of the quest for self-identity and autonomy, stands today as a testament to the enduring spirit of its people. The creation of Pakistan in 1947 was rooted in the desire for a separate homeland for Muslims of the Indian subcontinent. This was more than a political movement. It was a profound expression of cultural and religious identity, aiming to safeguard the interests and rights of a significant population. Pakistan's distinct Islamic identity has shaped its culture, laws, and societal norms. This independence has allowed Pakistan to develop in accordance with her values and beliefs, fostering a sense of national unity and pride that might have been diluted in a united India-Pakistan. Self-governance has allowed Pakistan to address its unique challenges and harness its potential in ways that resonate with its populace. Whether managing its diverse ethnic compositions or navigating its economic policies, Pakistan's independent status has been crucial in tailoring solutions specific to its context. Since its independence, Pakistan has made significant strides in various fields, from the arts to sports, from technological advancements to contributions in the global arena. Pakistan has carved its niche. Its military and nuclear domain achievements have positioned it as a key player in regional and global geopolitics. The separate paths of India and Pakistan have allowed each nation to pursue self-determination and growth according to their unique historical, cultural, and social contexts. Independence has enabled both countries to address their challenges, celebrate their achievements, and define their place in the world. Independence does not imply isolation. As India and Pakistan continue their separate journeys, there's hope for a future where cooperation, mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and collaborative opportunities prevail. A future where both nations, drawing from their rich histories and diverse strengths, can contribute to a more peaceful and prosperous South Asia. As an independent nation, Pakistan continues to face challenges, but it also holds immense promise. Its journey is one of self-realization, resilience, and a constant striving towards a prosperous future. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Pakistan united with India, better off or not? Definitely better off. See you in the next video. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.